Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Akshay Medekar, your host. So today we are going to start part 2 of 7 LinkedIn growth hacks, part 2. So thank you Shweta for connecting us again. Thank you very much for this session. It was very informative part 1 session. Now we are hoping best for part 2 as well. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Because just profile optimization is not going to be the be all and end all as far as LinkedIn growth is concerned. And when we talk about 7 LinkedIn growth hacks, definitely networking and content play an important role. And in this part 2, I'm going to talk about the networking and the content, which are the most not used growth hacks, which I think can really help. Because what is the use of an optimized profile if nobody finds you or lands you there, right?
Correct.
So what we covered in part 1, let me just summarize. We covered that you have to have a clarity of why you are on LinkedIn. You have to have clarity with whom are you talking to on LinkedIn, so that you are more targeted in your approach. Basis that clarity, optimize your profile so that the right kind of people get influenced when they land on your profile. Use the right keywords. Use a profile pic that makes you create a better human connect. Use a headline which clearly messages about what you do. So don't abuse that headline with flowery words, but it doesn't make sense. Also, don't miss out on the bigger opportunity that your LinkedIn banner provides. In your about section, don't just copy paste the CV. Please put a better story, a unique story, so that you are standing out from the crowd. People can differentiate you from the others. And also, never underestimate the power of the experience section. Mention impact more than the job responsibilities. Recommendations is something which is underrated, but please go and ask for recommendations. You won't get it unless you ask. With that summary in place, go and check out the part 1 for kind of starting out to build your highly optimized LinkedIn profile. Today, I'm going to talk you through to the basics of networking. So we were here in the part 1, and I'm going to take you through to the network strategy. Now, 70% of the opportunities are found through networking. And once you connect, the most biggest problem that I see people doing is just randomly sending a connection request. If I receive a connection request from you, Akshay, I would want to know why you would want to connect with me. What is the purpose? That's where, I'm more likely to respond to you. Right?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
since you connected with me with a strong message and a purpose, I connected with you instantly, and we are right now doing this recording. Right?
Correct.
So this is my message to all of you, that once you've identified the target audience and you would want to connect with them, reach out to them, please invest some time in knowing them more through hovering on their profile, through engaging on their content, so that they understand that you're interested in them, A, and B, you also get some insights as to what perhaps could be your conversation starter, what perhaps could be the topics that you would want to talk about. If you just send me a connection request without a customized note, and then once I accept it, you drop me a message that, okay, buy my product or service or give me a job. I don't have a job giving machine, right?
Correct.
I don't have a job giving machine that, okay, you ask me for a job and I'm here for charity and I'll just punch in a job for you and give it to you like a product.
Yeah.
No.
So I think the purpose of connection is more
And
important.
that also sends exactly. And connection should never be a transaction, especially in the first instance. ट्रस्ट बिल्ड करो, रिलेशनशिप बिल्ड करो, लोग आपकी प्रॉब्लम को समझेंगे, आपके पेन पॉइंट को समझेंगे, आपकी जेन्युइनिटी को जानेंगे, तो फिर आपकी मदद भी करना चाहेंगे। आप मेरे मेंटर बनिए, क्यों बनूं मैं मेंटर आपकी? क्या चाहिए आपको मेंटरशिप में स्पेसिफिकली? कोई आइडिया नहीं है। तो ये सब इट्स ऑल्सो स्टेमिंग फ्रॉम क्लैरिटी। कैन यू सी दैट, अक्षय?
Yeah, correct.
Because
There
of
is a
lack
connection.
of clarity, yeah, there is a connection. So please be mindful of whom you are connecting. The structure of LinkedIn is very simple, and I'm sure most of the audience would be aware of. If you guys are not aware, the structure is pretty simple. Me and Akshay are connected with each other. He sent me a connection request and I've accepted it. So Akshay and me becomes first connections. Now, whosoever are Akshay's connections will become my second connection. Can you name anybody in your first connection, Akshay?
Yeah, so Shekhar Shikle.
Shekhar Shikle. So Shekhar Shikle is my second connection.
Second
And
connection.
Shekhar Shikle's connections, his first connections become my third connection. That is how the structure works. Now, once I know that, okay, Shekhar Shikle is someone, that is a person that I would like to connect with and good for my business opportunity. And since he knows Akshay, and Shekhar will trust me better, because okay, acha, Akshay ka first connection hai, so Akshay must be knowing her, and I would want to connect. I'll say Akshay is my first connection. I got your reference to Akshay, and I would like to connect with you. I send a customized connection request. Do you understand the chances of Shekhar accepting my connection requests are higher?
It would be more. Yeah, correct.
Yes. And once Shekhar accepts my connection request, what will happen? Shekhar will become my first connection.
First connection.
He will no more be my third connection, not even my second connection. And no, he will become my first connection. And so his connections, which were my third connection, will become my second connection.
Second
So
connection.
his audience, his network, I am able to tap in. Because after third connection, I'm not able to tap in. So मैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेखर शिकले के कनेक्शंस को रीच आउट कर सकती हूँ कनेक्शन रिक्वेस्ट, उसके बाद के कनेक्शंस के लिए मैं ब्लाइंड हूँ. तो शेखर शिकले के कनेक्शन में कोई ऐसा आदमी है जिसको मैं टैप कर सकती हूँ. मैंने अगर उसको टैप किया तो क्या होगा उसके बाद का. तो ऐसे हमारे लिए नेटवर्क की अपॉर्चुनिटीज खुलती जाती हैं. Now, when it comes to LinkedIn, two strategies that work. One is push and pull, and not many people explain you that in great detail. Now, what does push strategy means? It's doing everything wherein you're knocking doors. Okay, hey, I'm here, I do this. Hey, I'm here, I do this. How do you do that? One is by sending connection requests, so you make people. Second is when you are answering or commenting on anybody's post. So anybody's post, if you're sending a comment, even liking also, you're making yourself visible. Your profile pic is seen everywhere. Do you understand? These are what? These are push strategies. That you're creating visibility by knocking doors, by sending connection requests, by sending personalized DMs to existing connections, by sending emails if you have a paid account. All these things are, you are basically making yourself visible. If you're a business owner or a solopreneur, we can also tell this as a marketing yourself kind of an activity, a sales activity of sorts. Now, when you're doing this, what you are getting is, what does push strategy give you? It builds your audience because your network is growing. When you are, so again, to define that strategy very clearly, clarity is important. क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव है लिंक्डइन पे, उसके बेसिस पे टारगेट ऑडियंस पता चलेगी. टारगेट ऑडियंस पता चली तब हमको समझ में आएगा कि हम लिंक्डइन पे कैसे उनको सर्च करें, कौन से कीवर्ड्स डाल के हमको वो टारगेट ऑडियंस मिलेगी, कौन से ज्योग्राफिकल लोकेशंस डालने से, कौन से फिल्टर्स डालने से मैं एग्जैक्ट टारगेट ऑडियंस तक पहुंच पाऊंगा, कौन सा बुलियन सर्चेस लिंक्डइन के यूज करने जिससे मुझे टारगेट ऑडियंस मिलेगी. ये सब क्लैरिटी हमको ये सब कब पता चलता है? जब हमें क्लैरिटी होती है, जब हमें पता होता है हमारा टारगेट ऑडियंस कौन है। ठीक है, तो जब हमको टारगेट ऑडियंस मिल गए, हम उनसे कनेक्ट करेंगे, उसके बाद में वहीं छोड़ नहीं देंगे, हम उनके साथ में इंटरेक्शन बिल्ड करेंगे। कैसे करेंगे? by engaging on their content if they are active on LinkedIn, by sending them DMs, by reaching out to them offline if possible. That's how you are strengthening your network. Okay, the next strategy which I spoke about is pull. Now one is you are knocking doors, and the second is people are knocking doors. Do you understand? You do something really, really worthwhile that people find you and come to you and say, I need your service, or I need you to join my organization. So how does that strategy work? The first two steps are same. You have to have the clarity, you have to understand who is your target audience, and once you know, like I said earlier in my part 1, that my target audience is founders, so I have to keep in mind what are the founders pain points. I have to keep reading their content to understand where they are struggling. I have to speak to a lot of entrepreneurs to generally have conversation and understand where they are struggling, what are their pain points. Just a very conversational talk. उससे मुझे क्या मिलेगा? मुझे मिलेगा अपने कंटेंट का फ्यूल, मसाला, क्योंकि मुझे समझ में आएगा कि अगर ये पेन पॉइंट है तो इसको लिंक्डइन लेवरेज करके कैसे रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं। अगर मैंने उसका टिप दे दिया अपने कंटेंट में, तो पीपल आर गोइंग टू फ्लॉक टू मी, they're going to come to me, अरे यार इसको पता है, she can solve my problem, let me go and take her consulting. What am I doing here? I'm attracting the audience. I'm doing the pull strategy. I'm pulling my audience towards me. Here the advantage is I don't have to prove my credibility. Push may still, you once the person starts conversing with you till that level, they don't know much about you. But here they already know about you and they're reaching out to you. That's the difference. Am I able to make you understand, Akshay?
Yeah, correct. So pull and
Now,
push,
once,
I think.
yes. So once you have the pull strategy, what do? With push strategy, you're building your network. But with pull strategy, you're building your tribe, building a loyal followers. Not the number of followers that you see on LinkedIn, but people who follow you, your content on a daily basis. I'll give you my personal example. I've got 3 leads from people who have recommended my name to someone just because they're following my content. They still don't know what kind of consulting I provide and whether it is worthwhile or not. So that much credibility, if I've been able to build, where people can recommend my name, that, oh, you're stuck with LinkedIn presence, please go and check out Shweta's profile. I've been following her, and just connect with her, go on a discovery call. And I've actually closed one of them. Isn't it powerful?
Correct.
Now
I think
that
would
is,
be awesome.
yeah, because you've already made your presence felt. Now, what should be your audience composition is a basic question when people ask me. The first 500 connection of yours are of prime importance. Please be selective. I'm told that don't be selective, go random, बनाओ network. डिसएडवांटेज क्या होता है वो करने से कि जैसे ही मैंने सोचा कि मैं रोज पोस्ट करूंगी, वही लोग हैं जिनको सबसे पहले, even a fraction of them, not all of them, will get notification or will come to know that I posted something. Now, if they are not interested in what I'm talking about, or if they don't know me at all, like friends and family circle mein, they will not engage on my content. And what will happen? मेरा content dead हो जाएगा, मेरे content को कोई outreach ही नहीं मिलेगी. और फर्ज करो वो 500 लोग exactly वो लोग हैं जिनको मेरे content की जरूरत है, जिनको मेरे वैल्यू नॉलेज की जरूरत है, तो they are definitely going to engage. Once they engage, their connections will come to know, and how I am able to leverage on the outreach. So when you are connecting with people, that's the reason the objective and clarity of target audience is important for building your audience composition, because they are the people who are going to feed on your content, who are going to help you with outreach. Now, when you may be just sharing content, doing everything, but investing in building your personal brand will take you to the next level. Now, you, even if you're an employee, if you have a strong personal brand, you will be the most sought after resource. You will not be dependent कि मेरे को यहाँ से निकाल देंगे तो क्या होगा. People will always be looking out कि भाई तेरे को जब चेंज करना हो तो मुझे बताना, अरे नहीं तेरे को जब चेंज करना हो तो मुझे बताना. That kind of stronghold you can make by genuinely investing in building your personal brand. This is the outcome. In the process of building your personal brand, trust me, you are going to evolve big time in yourself as a personality. तो जब लोग आपको रोज आपको कंटेंट पढ़ते हैं, आपके ऊपर एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आ जाती है कि आप अच्छा अच्छा कंटेंट दो. जब वो करने की कोशिश करते हो तो आप अपना रिसर्च बढ़ाते हो, आप अपना डीप थिंकिंग करते हो, तो इससे आपको क्या होता है, आपकी पर्सनालिटी बिल्ड होती है. जैसे अक्षय, आपने जब यूट्यूब चैनल शुरू किया होगा, आई एम श्योर उस फ्रॉम द डे 1 टिल नाउ बहुत फर्क पड़ा है. राइट. आप सोचते हो कि अच्छा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक क्या होगा, किससे मैं कनेक्ट करूं, कैसे मैं अपने ऑडियंस को वैल्यू ऐड करूं. यू कीप थिंकिंग अबाउट इट, राइट?
Correct.
Now, where is my audience? How can I tap them? Please take a screenshot. This is self-explanatory. I will not go deeper into it because of paucity of time. And how do I connect and engage? Visit their profile. I've already spoken about it. Also, please leverage LinkedIn groups. They are highly underrated. Please look for groups that have similar interests, that those belong to the similar domain, similar industry. Those are the places that you need to hang out, because if you are there generally, then you're shouting in the hallway. But what happens in the LinkedIn group is you are in a concentrated room. So you are likely to become easily visible vis-a-vis the bigger room. Am I making sense?
Yeah, correct.
Now, when it comes to push strategy, this will take care of that. When it comes to pull strategy, this will take care of that. When it comes to building credibility, this will take care of that. Making sense?
Yeah, totally. I think
Now,
audience will be loving that the content. I think I definitely feel that.
I hope so. It's coming out as a workshop kind of a thing, but I really didn't want to give a half-baked knowledge on your video channel, because I believe people who are reaching out to you for some quality inputs. Now, engagement is the key. 3 ground rules of engagement on LinkedIn: content, consistency, and communication. People also call it as conversation, whatever you will choose to. Content does not mean just the post. Content also means whatever you're commenting on anybody's post is your representation. You are putting your personality at stake, your professional reputation at stake. If you're not mindful of putting that content there, the choice of words, what you are writing, what you are intending, everything is important. So when I say content, जो डीएम कर रहे हो आप वो कंटेंट है, जो कनेक्शन रिक्वेस्ट पर्सनलाइज कर रहे हो वो कंटेंट है, जो किसी के कमेंट कर रहे हो वो कंटेंट है. सिर्फ पोस्ट और आर्टिकल कंटेंट नहीं है. और अगर सब जगह सिनर्जी नहीं है, सब जगह सिमेट्री नहीं है, तो आपकी प्रोफेशनल ब्रांड में, पर्सनल ब्रांड में गैप्स दिखने लगेंगे लोगों को, और वो आपके लोगों को आपके ऊपर ट्रस्ट करने से रोकेंगे. दूसरा, कंसिस्टेंसी. व्हेन यू आर शोइंग अप एवरी डे, इट टॉक्स अ लॉट अबाउट योर पर्सनालिटी, योर कमिटमेंट. And that also is a huge element that I will like to trust you, that you always want to deliver value, always want to deliver value. I learned it from one of my mentors that, first earn the right and then ask for the price. Nobody wants to invest in the first process. The second is the best practices that I'm going to talk about is this. Please do some research and then approach. As I've already told you, when you are sending a connection request, do some research on the person. Always send a personalized connection request. Always focus on conversation. उससे आपको इतना benefit मिलेगा जितना transactional communication से नहीं मिलेगा. मुझे अगर आपके बारे में ज्यादा पता है और मैं आपसे कहीं ना कहीं कनेक्ट कर पाई हूँ, तो अगर मैं आपकी मदद नहीं कर पाई हूँ तो एटलीस्ट आई विल नो समवन जो आपकी मदद कर सकता है. तो मेरा वो अप्रोच भी होगा. अगर आप मुझे ब्लेटेंटली सेल करेंगे तो आई विल ट्राई टू ब्लॉक यू. Even if I'm capable of helping you reaching out to someone, I will not be doing that. Okay. Use searches optimally. Understand your audience. People don't want to do that. There's a one-sided monologue. So polls, DMs, picking up calls and talking to people are the ways where you are trying to invest in understanding your audience. Now, this is to your advantage, not to them. Once you understand them better, you can create content that they will like. Once you understand them better, you can design your resume in such a way that they are likely to accept. Once you understand them better, you can create products and services that will help them. Do you understand what I'm saying, Akshay?
Yeah, correctly. I'm really in connected with you, because the people always lack in their connection, while why they are connect with the name. They're just sending randomly requests, and then people said LinkedIn में कोई accept नहीं करता. So I think that's the thing we should always keep in mind when connecting with the people, and we should approaching with the people. I think that would be really helpful with the team. I would really say.
Definitely. So anybody who's listening to this, please follow me on LinkedIn. I keep sharing a lot of value. I keep coming up with master classes, and obviously there is an option of free discovery call on my LinkedIn profile. You can, if you really need a one-on-one consulting, you can reach out to me for a discovery call and let me understand how can I perhaps help you. So this is me, Akshay. I hope I was able to add some value.
Yeah, and thanks. Your this was, I think, really awesome session. I would say the team, or whatever the professional will be listening to this podcast, will be very honored and very great privilege to accept this, and they will definitely learn something from
Thank you.
this. And I hope this will really helpful to all the professional who's looking for to optimize their profile. And I think that is very, I would say, very I'm lacking the word right now, but it's very awesome, right? Presentation by you, Shweta. Thanks for
See,
this.
what drove me to come to your YouTube was that the effort that you want to put in. So it's not easy to shelve time and come and be there for a budding YouTuber, if I may say. But I am driven by people who are genuinely and passionately doing something to add value. So, and thank you for reaching out, and I'm glad we could do this. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Yeah.